hate the homies.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of I Hate the Homies podcast. Rock Teasy's Who I Be, episode number 96.
This is your boy Griff and Richard Dent. That's all I'm going to say. Richard Dent, Super Bowl Shovel, 1985.
That sounds so...
Hold on.
So inspired. You just like Richard Dent, 96. Richard Dent.
You sure Richard Dent went 95?
Yeah, he's wrong.
96. Go look it up.
Hold on. Go Google that, man. Let's see.
We got to vet him, man.
Hold on, man.
Vet.
Let's see. Richard
Look at
Dent.
Griff. He looks so beat down.
Yeah, because my computer and why do I got all this expensive crap and it doesn't work? And I'm using my phone like a white kid in the 5th grade.
Richard Dent is 95, sir.
Yeah, well, my laptop said he was 96. I'm gonna show y'all the site that I be on, and then you could ask them why they got the wrong things on.
Griff, look, man.
Griff, look at that number. Look at that number.
Griff, look.
He's so beaten down.
Oh.
He's so beaten down. His stuff don't work. He's mad right now.
Griff is like that little boy when his toy breaks for the first time after Christmas. You know, you open up your toys and you be playing with your toys so hard, then one of them break on Christmas Day. That's what you look like, Griff.
No, you know, he looks like finally that kid, that picture I saw of him in that jogging suit, in that track suit. When he took that picture, yeah, that's what he looked like right now. That's what he looked like.
I seen your picture, dog. It's class 89.
All right,
I'm saying you look young. I'm saying you look young again. See? Look at him.
I'm mad.
When you play, yeah, that track suit when you ran track. Cause you was fast, dog.
and this your boy Supa Dave. But guess what, y'all?
We don't care. Yeah, Griff, you're gonna get it a whole episode, dog.
We're gonna make you laugh. We're gonna make you laugh.
So NBA playoffs, we're gonna touch on that real fast. Of course, we got the NBA announced the finalists for the NBA's regular season awards, like who's gonna be the MVP, defensive player, rookie of the year, all that good stuff. We'll touch on that as well. And NEYO is in the news because I believe he's a polygamist. Like he's got 2 girlfriends, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Well,
So and the government is talking about changing that law or making it a law that you can or cannot. I don't know, but we're gonna give you our opinion on polygamy. And are we for it or against it? Look at Supa Dave over there. Like Supa Dave.
No.
Super Dave probably got a nice little colony right now.
Yep.
That's why he don't let us see nobody. He got a nice little community.
Yeah. And we gonna end up.
You go in this room. You go upstairs. Yeah.
So Jets traded quarterback Zach Wilson. He's no longer a Jet. He was the number 2 pick in, I believe, the 2021 draft. So the Jets are pretty much riding on 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers and Tyrod Taylor as their quarterbacks. And Jerry Rice's son enters the NFL draft, and he does not want to wear number 80. We're going to tell you why. All that's coming up in this episode of I Hate the Homies. Let's get it poppin'.
I hate the homies.
Say, man, what's up with the old school ring? Like, where'd you get that, dog?
That's the Homie Hotline. I thought it reminded us of all our home phones in the 70s.
That's the first original phone ring right there, dog.
Right?
That sounds like you're in the Beverly Hillbilly days, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's grandmama phone with the big long cord on the water. She can walk around the whole house.
It's the Homie Hotline, and we got a call. It's for you, Dave.
How y'all brothers doing? I hate the homies. This is Jason calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm calling to talk about the episode you guys had about the LeBron, and he was talking about the trendsetters in the NBA and Steph Curry and whatever. But everybody knows Michael Jordan still is Michael Jordan, and he put a little shade on that. Y'all heard that. Super Dave don't want to keep it real on there when it comes to talking about LeBron. And I too am sick of Beyonce and all the crap that come around with that. The only thing I disagree with Super Dave on is just the 1940s thinking of how to treat women. Besides that, Supa Dave, come on up here to Minnesota. Take you to Lake Minnetonka so I can baptize you, player. Then go and check out that Prince Museum. You would really like that. All right, y'all, brothers. I love the work. Keep it up.
Look at there. Supa Dave got him a fan in Minnesota.
Who is that? It's Jason Taylor Jr., right?
Hey, man.
Jason Taylor Jr. That's who's on the Homie Hotline.
Have you ever been to Lake Minnetonka?
He's a Supa Dave fan, like a proper Supa Dave fan.
No, I've never been, and I've always wanted to go.
You ain't been to the Prince Museum and all that museum?
I'm going in the next 2 years, me and my wife. I'm telling you. My wife, as y'all would say. Me and my wife.
So if y'all are just tuning in to I Hate the Homies for the first time, Supa Dave is a huge Prince fan. Like
ridiculous.
He's on a whole nother level like the ladies. Like he wore a veil to a Prince concert before. He used to dress up as Prince back in the day. The whole nine. He's a bona fide Prince fan. So,
and I cried.
And there's nothing wrong with Prince fans. Prince fans are awesome, except the dress. Walking around looking like a purple pilgrim. That ain't very. I mean, it's cool now, but
no. And
y'all the same height. I just thought about that.
I'm taller than Prince. Yes, I am. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7".
I don't know.
Well, I know Prince ain't 5'7". You 5'7"?
I'm 5'7".
Nah, I don't think you're 5'7", dog. You ain't 5'7". You may be 5'3". Maybe.
I was about to say maybe.
No.
Maybe.
I'm 5'6".
And that's wide.
Now he's 5'6". No, dog. Hey, tape ruler next week. That's all I'm gonna say. Tape ruler next week. My wife 5'1.5", and y'all probably looking nose to nose at each other.
Y'all see how me and Griff are sitting down in our chairs right now? Supa Dave is literally standing up. He's in that studio standing up right there.
I am not I'm 5'7". I'm 5'6". I'm telling you, I'm 5'6". I'm telling the truth.
No, sir.
You don't even sound confident. Remember, I just told y'all about the military and what they do when you say you 5'7". They go 5'2". Next. Hey, we appreciate y'all calling on the hotline. You can hit us every week. Just go to the link, click on it, leave us a message. We got you. All right, man. What we getting into?
Well, one thing he said about the 1940 thinking. You know what? I'll bring it up to date. I said something about the women being in the kitchen and barefoot and pregnant. I said that last week. Okay, they can have shoes on now. They can wear shoes, but you're still in the kitchen pregnant. Okay?
And then Rock, because of all the heat that's been coming on the IG from him sounding like that, he gonna call me on Friday with Special K in a room full of women talking about Griff. If the got a female coach right now, would you be happy? And I said,
you were lying.
I said, we got the first black female president. If we get the female coach, then I'm trusting my franchise to know what they're doing, and I'm going to be about it. So then Special K said, I'm going to buy you and Roxy some Bed Bath & Beyond. I just hung up on him.
Hey. It is what it is, man. If the person is qualified and it happens to be a woman, so be it, doggone it. Let's go to war. Okay, it is what it is.
As I told you, they can wear shoes now, but you're still in the kitchen. Pregnant.
I think you 5'3". Like if I had to guess.
Why you still on my
That's a maybe.
Why you still on my height, man?
That's a maybe.
Because I don't like how you flushed it. I'm 5'7". No, I'm 5'6". No, I'm 5'7". That makes you about 5'4".
Let me stand up. I'm going to stand up now. 5'6". There you go.
Rock. How tall are you, Rock? Exactly.
I'm right about 5'11".
Go stand next to Rock right now. Go out of that studio and go stand next to Rock.
To prove what? That's not a ruler. And Rock might be lying.
No. Don't try to change it now.
No need to lie, sir.
Rock, stand up and NoDiddy, but go back to back.
Back to back.
Yeah. Okay, he taller than. Okay, he might be.
He on the tippy toes. He on the tippy. He doing all this.
Yeah, but even standing next to you, he not 5'4". He probably 5'6". He probably right. He right. Okay.
All right. So let's get it popping, man.
I appreciate that quick demonstration. You probably 5'6". I'll leave you alone.
Thank you.
5'6",
Thank
5'7".
Thank you.
You ain't 5'3". You ain't.
NBA playoffs round 1. I don't know if y'all been watching this, but it's been the most entertaining series has been Lakers Nuggets to me so far. And that game 2, they up 20 points and they let Denver come back. I mean, I know Denver Nuggets, they the champs.
Well, they ain't let them.
It's like, come on, man. And then, oh man, Murray just like when they missed that, when it was 99-99, and Murray's like, Jokic was like, man, y'all gonna get out the way.
That was the
like,
best. I literally saw him. I literally saw him do that. Everybody
get out the way.
It
Murray,
was 12 seconds left. He was like,
Murray, here you got
fine.
this.
He got the switch. Yeah. He got the switch he wanted. He wanted AD on Jamal Murray.
Come on,
and
man.
Jamal Murray took it to the hole. 16-foot floater.
The step back.
AD.
It was a step back jumper.
Oh
the
my
step
God.
back jumper was vicious for a couple reasons. First of all, AD ain't little. He had both his hands up, and the dude was falling, shooting that shot with no time on the clock at home, and he was having a horrible game. He had an amazing second half, but he was having a horrible game, and the confidence of Jokic. So now the Lakers is in a horrible situation. 0-2, coming back.
Done. It's done.
Y'all remember this last year when they swept the Lakers? And after the game, you had the coach and some of the players saying, "Who's your daddy now?" They're saying, "Who's your daddy? Who's your grandpappy?" They're going down the list. Go down
Who's your neighbor?
Who's
your cousin, girlfriend?
Look,
that's 10 straight. That's 10 straight wins.
And AD was balling. Like, we was like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be bananas.
AD was balling for 3 quarters. He had nothing in the fourth.
Yeah.
So as much as we love the shot and the fadeaway, LeBron didn't like it at all. Listen to him.
LeBron, over the next 48 hours when you're looking at film and getting ready for that game Thursday, what's the challenge mentally and emotionally after you lose such a heartbreaking game?
I mean, yeah, of course it's a heartbreaking game. You don't ever want to lose in that fashion. I don't understand what's going on in the replay center, to be honest. I think I said it this year or last year, whatever. D'Lo clearly gets hit in the face on a drive. What the fuck do we have a replay center if it's going to go? It doesn't make sense to me. It makes no sense to me. It bothers me. I'm sorry I didn't answer your question, but that shit is like. And then I just saw what happened with the Sixers Knicks game too. What are we doing?
Oh, and then he just left. Wow.
Done.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Now, well, y'all want to call me a LeBron hater, right? Well, let's just say this.
Well, you are.
I hate when I am. I truly am.
Yeah.
But I hate when players do this after a game. The first thing you want to do is blame the referee or blame the replay. You had what? 4 periods to do something, right?
Yeah.
LeBron at the end of the game. What happened the last minute of the game? He had an and one. He got the basket, missed the free throw. That's 1 point, right?
Yes, sir.
And he came back down later on within that 1 minute
and slammed on what's his name?
But he had a wide open 3-pointer. He had a wide open 3-pointer. You make that, you're not talking about the referee.
Yeah.
Well, if you keep your 20-point lead, you're not talking about the refs either. Yes, yesterday LeBron was everything that we hate about sports, and I hate to say it, but he
crybaby. I told y'all that.
It was crybaby-ish, and he never mentioned, being up by 20 and then getting caught like. Well, and say 20 ain't no. Come on, Rock.
I'm gonna say this.
This ain't college, dog. These is grown men. You got them by 20. maybe you can hold them and you still up by 6 or 8 at the, you know what I mean? Like,
I tell people all the time, we all have a habit of saying, oh, this team should have won if it wasn't for that one play. Or this team should have won if it wasn't for that one call by the umpire or by the referee or whatever. It's at the end of the day, you got to look at the totality of the game, because we can always go back to each quarter or each inning, depending on what sports each half, whatever sports you playing, and you can identify a whole bunch of things that, oh, well, they did miss 9 free throws. Oh, they did miss 2 layups. Oh, they did turn the ball over 9 times. Oh, there's so many things that you can identify.
Adds up. But
it adds up.
You
So
know,
you can't put it on 1 or 2 things at the end of a ball game to say why you lost the game.
I'm putting this on the supposedly greatest player of all time. I'm not giving him that title. You missed a wide open 3. And now you want to blame the referees at the end of the game. Take accountability. You missed a shot. Yeah.
Hey, man, we got to go back to LA. We got to play. We got to win this next game, and that's period.
It.
And I put it on me.
Referees. I don't want to hear about that, because the same LeBron we saw yesterday or last night, the same LeBron I remember seeing when he was in Miami and they were playing the Dallas Mavericks. And in game 4 and 5, he didn't show up in the 4th period. He was blaming everybody else, but he didn't show up. And
He's a bit of a blamer, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
I told y'all. I'm telling y'all.
Rock, you gotta admit, dude love to pass the rock. No offense.
There's one thing that I do wish that LeBron would stop doing. Let me say this.
What, flopping?
No, that's part of it. He do need to stop complaining and crying about fouls that are not called, because if he was playing back in the Jordan era, in the Isaiah Thomas era,
or even the Shaquille O'Neal era, Shaq was getting fouled every single time.
Look, so LeBron is big as you are, as strong as you are, as good of a player that you are. You are a legend. Like, it doesn't matter if you get fouled or not, if they called it or not. Just keep on playing. Just keep playing.
You the biggest dude out there, dog.
I tell my daughter Harmony all the time, and Lyric when she played, and I say, look, if you get fouled and the referee don't call it, so what? Get your butt, run your back down the court and play defense. I don't want to see all this body language like, oh, you missed what? That you look weak when you do that. So
you look weak. And the other team go, look.
Yeah, it's like,
stay on her.
You gotta be you cannot get shook.
Yeah.
And you can't cry about something. They ain't gonna change it. So just keep it moving.
Did Jordan
and he almost had a triple-double. He was like a couple.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I wish he would stop. That's the only thing. Everything else, man, it is what it is.
When he was getting beat down by Detroit Pistons back in the day,
Jordan put the whole everything on his back.
Okay.
Everything. Give it to me. Don't pass it. Give it to me. Nothing else to talk about. Y'all know what we about to do.
And I think,
pass the ball.
I think to end this topic with the Lakers, we all know who the better team is. I don't care about the 20-point comeback. Denver has been the best team 10 straight games against.
It's the defending champ too. You got to respect the defending.
You got to respect them, but the Lakers are nowhere close to beat. They can beat everybody else, but
who is a point guard
for who?
The Lakers.
Russell.
Oh, he been balling out. Yeah.
No, the first game 1, they put the blame on him. I mean, I think he only had like 6 points in that game, but then he came back in game 2 and had 21. So he showed up in that game. But again, AD, no points in the 4th.
Don't blame it on the point guard. All I'm saying is this: you lose at the Staples Center, dog. The Boo Birds might come out.
I'm looking for a sweep, and if they sweep them, I'm happy.
They'll get one in LA. That's about it. They'll get one.
I hope so.
I'm looking for the sweep. They're gonna sweep.
Let's go to Knicks 76ers, because the 76ers are down 0-2. And the Knicks look good.
Joel Embiid out there crying me a river too, like Justin Timberlake.
The Sixers are a 2-man team. Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. That is it. And you got the doggone Knicks each of the starting 5 of the Knicks scoring double digits, man. We
Them
know
boys.
Jalen Brunson gonna get his, but you got 4 other players that's getting, 10, 11, 12. So, it's just a matter of time. I think Philly will get 1, but out of this series as well, Knicks is gonna win this series.
Joel is playing. He want to be the Joel that we remember, but he ain't playing like that Joel right now,
70,
and
80%.
everybody know.
Yeah, he's 70, 80%. I mean,
Yeah.
when you start having the knee problems like he had, and there's that reconstruction of that knee that's giving him problems, well,
it get worse and worse,
and worse. And he went up and I think it was in game 1. He went up for a dunk, came back down, and I thought it was over then. He came back out in game 1, but in game 2, he played his game. But they got to get contributions from everybody else.
Yep.
Maxey
Joel Embiid won't be a Hall of Famer. How about that?
Sure he will. He will.
Oh,
Absolutely he will.
Yeah, I think he will.
Of course he will. Why would you even say that foolishness?
But why?
I don't think he can stay healthy enough. I don't think he. Why? Because he got an MVP?
But that's just this year, Griff.
He's a great player. That's why he'll be a Hall of Famer.
Before he went down, he was playing great.
No, will he play 164 games or in the next 2 seasons though, all the way?
But damn, who does? I know what you're saying, but hell, nobody does in the NBA, right?
How many seasons has he played so far? That's what we got to find out. How many total seasons? Because if he got injured right now and was never ever to play another basketball game, has he done enough to be a Hall of Famer?
He got 7 seasons? 6?
Yeah, I don't
7?
think so. I don't think he's done enough.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm just going off of my thinking. I don't think he's played 6 or 7 seasons. I can't look on it because my technology is.
You feel lost without that, don't you?
Dog.
So let's go to Bucks Pacers. The Bucks Pacers, man. Look, I think it's a no-brainer. I mean, Bucks can win this series. Like Pacers
without Giannis.
Oh yeah, they still will win it though, dog. They still gonna win. I mean, Pacers are.
Dame is enough. Dame is enough by itself.
Yeah, man. There's really nothing to talk about there. I mean, Pacers may get. I don't know, man. Bucks. Supa Dave.
I think that series is toss-up.
Yeah.
Right now.
What? For real?
Without Giannis, too. Without Giannis, I mean, the Pacers ain't bums.
Yeah,
they're not bums
they
at
play pretty
all.
good defense. So, no, without Giannis, it's a toss-up.
So, Giannis is out for the season?
No,
they just said he might be out for this whole series. If he try to come back, he could hurt himself worse. And then if they advance, he's going to be in a bad situation. So, I think they let's play without him.
Yeah, so let's move on to Cavaliers Magic. Let me tell y'all something about the land.
The land is out there having fun. The land, Donovan is out there saying, this ain't Utah. I'm
Donovan,
black people.
Garland, let me tell y'all something. Cleveland remind me of my Detroit Lions, but on the basketball court. This is not a team that you want. This is not a team you want to face. Now, don't be thinking it because, it's Cleveland. It's Cleveland. Man, let me tell you, man, you do not want that team because they can beat anybody on any given day.
Fun.
Come on,
they
man.
loving each other.
No pressure.
It's no pressure. And then you look crazy. Now you down 2 games.
Y'all hear yourself. Who they playing?
Orlando.
Okay, then don't give me that yet. Don't talk about that. Don't put Cleveland up there yet. They're playing Orlando.
How many games have they won this season?
Orlando?
No, Cleveland.
Cleveland was like number 1, number 2. They was
50.
second in the. Yeah.
I think they won 50 games, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere.
Absolutely.
Come on, they one of the best teams with the best records in the entire league.
I'm not knocking that, but y'all building them up too much after this one series against Orlando.
No, we're not even talking about Orlando. We just talking about. I'm talking about if the playoffs wasn't in, Cleveland ain't no easy win on the road or at the crib. So when he said they like the Lions, I really got that. That's.
Cleveland won 48 games. They won 48 games this year.
Okay.
So you know how the Lion fans, Cleveland Cavalier fans, is fans before LeBron and after LeBron. That stadium ain't never gonna not sell out, just like the Knicks, because Cleveland, number one, they ain't got nothing to do. Sorry, 216. But the Cavaliers, right now, they having fun, dog, and it's a new energy. It's a new energy that's cool. And Donovan, now that's a Hall of Famer right there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Why you frowning, Supa Dave? Donovan? Donovan Mitchell is not a Hall of Famer?
Y'all putting everybody in the Hall of Fame now. Come on, don't do that.
No, I'm just saying that the pace he's been playing since he's been in the league.
Potential. Say potential.
Man, this dude gonna be in the Hall of Fame, man.
Right now, he's playing like a future Hall of Fame.
Go ahead. What you say?
Right now, he's playing like a future Hall of Fame.
Okay, I give you that.
Yeah, well, just saying Hall of Famer right now. No, you're absolutely right. That's too soon. But when I just go from Joel Embiid to Donovan, I'm like, now Donovan.
You got the Celtics and the Heat. This ain't the same Heat team we saw last year.
Not without Mr. Buckets.
Yeah. Look, Celtics winning it all. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Celtics winning it all.
Remember this, Griff. Remember this. So,
mark it.
Okay, I got Denver winning it all.
Celtics is winning it all.
I got Denver winning it all.
You think it's Celtics, Denver in the ship?
Yeah.
If it's Celtics, Denver in the ship, let's just see who. Let's get out this round, and then we can come back and talk about because Celtics, Denver in the ship.
There's some Western Conference wild cards that just depending, you never know. Because say what you want, Phoenix, Dallas. I know Dallas look horrible, in coming out the box.
They can fix it.
Absolutely, man.
You're right.
Let's wait till we get out this first round. I agree with you, Grill. Before we start talking about that Western Conference champion.
That Clippers Mavericks series is going to be interesting too. No Kawhi Leonard in that first game, in game 1. You may not see him to game 3 or 4. So,
and even if you do see him, he's still gonna be quiet. It don't matter. He don't say nothing. He is Tim Duncan reincarnated. Ask Kawhi, what you think we're gonna do today? What we gonna do tomorrow?
But they need him. They need him because I don't trust the beard. He had a good game in game 1.
He had a great game.
He had a great game in game 1. But he'll do that every now and then. He will also disappear. As Philadelphia, as a Houston Rockets. Okay, then.
Listen, when Kawhi comes back and he plays like Kawhi, this could and will go 7 games.
With the Mavericks?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the 4 and 5 seed. I can see that.
Yeah, it'll go 7 games. With Kawhi in the lineup.
And then that's 7 games. That's going to hurt him going into the next leg because you did a lot just to get out the first round.
And I don't know what the Suns going to do because I think the Suns will lose against the Minnesota Bulls. Minnesota's better.
Yeah, Minnesota cold, dog. Edwards on a whole other level.
A beast.
Come on,
like beast.
I got a chance to see him play a couple times in person this year, and man, that dude right there. Nice. Let me tell y'all something. He's going to be, but if he can stay healthy throughout his entire career, he's going to be up there with names like, I'm not saying he's going to be better than these.
Just say Kobe and LeBron. Don't say Jordan yet.
Yeah, he's going to be up there with that. You're right. Jordan's up here. Then you got the Kobe's, LeBrons, and all them. Edwards going to be in that same conversation. Steph Curry's, people like that. Kevin Durant. No, Edwards is cold, dog.
Wow.
I mean, he was slamming, put his privates in your face.
Come on, dog. He nasty.
He
scores on all 3 levels like it ain't like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah.
Now he has to develop his game for later on down the line when you're not able.
He's young though. He's still young. That's why Rock's saying. Just
he's
young now.
But he has to develop his game to where, like Michael Jordan did, we got to develop that outside shot and create from the outside and then move on the inside. So if he can do that, he will be part of the greats with Kobe and LeBron. But until then, he's a great player right now. He's a beast out there.
Hold on. And I know we're about to change, but speaking of beasts, we've been talking about Caitlin Clark all year. But Diana don't think she's going to be that sweet. Listen to this.
Reality is coming.
Okay.
You know, there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you know, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. Not saying that it's not going to translate, because when you're great at what you do, you're just going to get better. But there is going to be a transition period where you're going to have to give yourself some grace as a rookie. And, you know, it might take a little bit longer for some people.
So what y'all think about that comment? Fair? I thought it was fair. I thought it was from a proper veteran, and Diana can make that comment. Now that's a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely, anybody can make that comment because it's the truth. It's a fact. Like, it doesn't matter what you did in college.
Or she just come out and be Wembanyama.
Hey, Wembanyama.
Yeah, I don't think she is gonna do that. No.
I mean, Wembanyama is 9'26". Like,
yeah, those women in the WNBA are ready for her, and they're gonna be physical with her. Something she didn't see in college. She saw against probably LSU in South Carolina.
Yeah, three schools, Stanford,
exactly,
maybe
on a nightly basis.
Ohio State.
Yes.
Look, she's gonna get a rude awakening. Now, is she still gonna produce? She's gonna have. I got her scoring somewhere between 12 to 15 points a game. About 15 points.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But will she be putting up 29 every night?
Nah.
I mean, who knows? But
now she'll have. Hey, look, there'll be a game or two that she go off.
Oh, that she gonna come alive. Yeah,
because she's that good of a shooter. But for the most part, I can see her averaging about 15 a game throughout the entire season.
And you got to remember this: those women in the WNBA, most of them are going to say, "I'm not trying to have you make your name even bigger off of me," and that's what they're going to make a statement. They're going to make a statement against her.
Oh yeah,
I think she just signed a deal with Nike too, right?
Man,
no other woman signed that.
How
huge
much?
Deal.
20 million. I think it was 20 million. I mean, yeah.
And she earned everything that Caitlin Clark
you called it last week, right?
She earned it, man. I mean, no disrespect. She's doing great for the game, of the women's game. I love it, man. And regardless of how many points she scored, regardless of how many championships she wins in WNBA, no matter what she does, her legacy has already been made.
Nobody's gonna forget this 2024 season. You absolutely right.
Come on, dog. It is what it is. Let's talk about what NEYO is going through, because I believe he's a polygamist, meaning he's got 2 girlfriends. I don't know if they wives yet, but they girlfriends. Right. And he ain't got no problem with it, but the government is thinking about changing that law, I guess. Is it even a law? It's not even a law. Like, anyway.
No, you can't marry 2 people. Is a law.
That's how it is right now in the United States.
In the United States, because remember the Mormons was trying to fight that, but overall you can't legally marry 2 people at the same time.
You could be with those 2 people.
Y'all can marry.
Oh, y'all could be girlfriend up forever. Yeah. You could do what you want to, but when you say this is Mrs. Griffin and this is also Mrs. Griffin, that got to do with taxes and you know what I'm saying, everything.
Well, your boy in the community, in the comedy community, D-Ray Davis.
D-Ray.
Yeah, D-Ray. He has 2, right?
D-Ray and Scruncho kept 2 females. My first time taping Comic View, Scruncho's girlfriends, me and Scruncho shared the same trailer. So I was all excited. It said Griff, Comic View, Scruncho, and his females was in there fighting. So I couldn't even. Yo, they was tearing that trailer up, dog. The trailer was like this.
See, that's the thing, man. I mean, in order to have 2 women as your girlfriends or your wives, that's the most important piece. Them 2 have to be like best friends. Like, once they get on the same page first, then everything, I guess, can work out. But if they're not on the same page, I guess there could be some drama.
Y'all know I be in South Africa all the time. The last president before Cyril, right now, Jacob Zuma is his name. He had 9 wives. One of them left him publicly. Zulu men, polygamy isn't outlawed there. You can have as many wives as you can afford. I actually like that part. I guess the question we trying to casually get into is, would you do? I've been saying I want to be about that life. I've
Hold on.
been saying
Hold on,
that.
Griff. Before you ask that question, we should bring somebody on that knows about this. Let's call your mama right quick to see if we can get her on. Tell us about this.
Got him. Got him.
Let me call your mama right quick. We want to interview her.
Because she was married 9 times, right? Your mama was married 9 times.
She's a stressed out polygamist. Her polygamy game is different than y'all.
We love Griff's mama, but boy,
That's
around that block.
Funny. Very funny, Supa Dave.
So Supa Dave, I think
I'm all listening like
I had you. He was leaning in.
I'm all leaning forward. Who we gonna call?
Rock, he was leaning in for that one.
You know what I'm saying? He walked right into that bag thing and boom.
Wow.
So Griff, we might have just discovered why we haven't met Supa Dave's wife, because he may
could
have
be part
wives.
of a harem.
Yeah, he may be part of a herd.
Yeah.
I heard. What you say?
You got a herd of wives at home,
A
dog?
herd of females, dog.
Come clean now, dog. How come we ain't met your one wife? Does that mean is
No,
because you got
I'm
my
not
phone?
coming clean because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I'm married now. If I wasn't married,
for reals, Rock. You known this dude for decades. You don't remember when he got married or when he got engaged? You ain't.
Why y'all do this, man?
I ain't seen nobody.
My wife is at home.
Wow.
Happy. She is happy to be with me. I can say that. Now you ask.
I want y'all to make a video and say, "Hey, I hate the homie people."
Something, bro.
Y'all still won't believe me. Y'all still won't believe
This is my wife. I love her so much. Ever since he pulled that monkey or whatever, that stuffed animal dog, I've been on the fence, dog.
Dog. You ain't got. It's like Tommy. You ain't got no wife.
Well, I'll tell you this. I wouldn't
got no
dare do
job.
what NEYO. I wouldn't do what NEYO's doing because of what you said about who's the Scruncho having. That's too many problems you bringing in.
But you know what? You know what it is? It's a mindset. It's a mindset that everybody involved got to have. It's an understanding, and the peace gonna come with the mindset. You know what I'm saying? It, of course, all dudes and some women. Like it's a show on TV right now on TLC about polygamy. I forget the name of it.
We
but
talked about it one time, didn't we? We brought
I was watching it, but then it was just getting unrealistic.
Yeah.
Like the girls was like pimps, dog. They was like, I don't know who I want to sleep with, Earl. If I want to, I was like, nah, that's backwards. That's for TV, and it ain't on no more because you could tell they was like, nah. You gotta look at like sister wives and them real ones. That's you know what I'm saying. Like I feel being in America that we have been the what's the right way to say this, just in case my wife listens.
Unhappy?
Message.
No, we've been westernized, dog. We've been westernized because in the end, polygamy is community. That's all it is. Listen, we got kids. We all take care. Like that's the village. So I'm just a fan of the village mentality. Like everybody should help everybody, dog.
But how would your wife feel? If you go ask your wife right now, could you help?
If you want to bring somebody else
All
into the
wives
marriage,
is gonna be mad. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can't ask them, and then somebody just live at the house, and now we all live together.
Bring somebody in.
Man, I gotta go.
oh, yeah, you may want to go because you about to put your foot in your mouth. You may want to extra stage left, dog. Go ahead, get on up out of here, man.
I'll holler at y'all. Love y'all, man.
Later, homie.
Hey, real quick before we get up out of here, man. The Jets trade quarterback Zach Wilson to the Broncos. Doesn't surprise me. He was an overall number 2 pick of the 2021 draft or something like that. He was supposed to be the future.
They got him for pennies.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the future, but then of course they went and signed Aaron Rodgers. He got hurt last year. He's back healthy this year, coming from an Achilles injury at the age of 40, and they riding with Aaron Rodgers and Tyrod Taylor. So,
but you know what? I like this deal for. I'm not saying Zach Wilson's going to be incredible with Denver, but at least he's going with an offensive-minded coach.
Right.
And with the Jets were it was a defensive-minded head coach. And most of these guys, when they're trying to build a franchise now, they're look what the hires during the offseason. I mean, Washington, they had a defensive coordinator that was with the Cowboys. But most teams want a offensive-minded guy, so whoever they bring in as a quarterback, he can be with that guy for a long time. Almost like what you see with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
You can build that bond there. So I like the idea. I still think they go after a quarterback in the draft because there are quarterbacks out there, but you're not paying but pennies right now. You gave away a 6th-round pick to bring a 6 or 7-round pick to bring him in. No big deal. The Cowboys did the same thing with Trey Lance.
Yeah.
It's a project.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Peyton is going to go get a quarterback as well in that draft. He ain't going to just ride or die with Zach. But it is what it is. But Brendan Rice, the son of the greatest wide receiver of all time, Jerry Rice, entering the NFL draft, and he said he does not want to wear the number 80 jersey that his dad wore because he wants to have his own identity. And I ain't mad at him for that. But when it's kind of like Bronny James and LeBron. Like when your dad is the greatest, well, Bronny,
LeBron ain't the greatest.
Well,
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying.
I know.
But when it comes to Jerry Rice, when your dad's the greatest, and he wore number 80, man, I'm wearing number 80.
Right, that's a lot of
I'm wearing number 80 because I'm like, look, here's how I am. I want the bar to be set high. That's some big shoes to fill. I want to fill big shoes. You got to have that confidence. You can't go in there. Look, there's nothing wrong with having your own identity. I'm not saying what he chose to do. Nothing wrong with that. Go for it, man. Pick your own number. But I'm like, shoot, my dad was Jerry Rice. He wore number 80. I'm going to have Rice on the back of my jersey. I'm the son. The spotlight going to be on me. Oh, I'll take that pressure because pressure is a privilege.
But
that's all I'm going to say about it.
You know what happens, Rock? You wear that number 80. You're playing against the Cowboys. I don't know who he's playing for. Like maybe the Houston Texans. You're playing the Cowboys against the Houston Texans. Rice is playing for the Houston Texans. You drop a couple of passes. What are people saying? Well, he's not his daddy. With that number 80 looks even bigger when he's dropping passes.
They're going to say that anyway.
I know, but that's even more pressure. Because they expect
you
to be. That's fine. I understand what you're saying.
You get it. Motivation. Let's go. I love it.
You can, and that's good. I would do the same thing, but I know how these kids think now. That is a lot of pressure, and I don't think they can handle it. It's a different age now. Social media, all that stuff that they would put on Instagram, all his drops. That's what they would do, and he has to live with that.
Yeah, but I'm like, shoot, your daddy Jerry Rice, Jack. I'm like, come on, yes, I'm proud, but I get it. I understand. He want to make his own lane and see what happens. So it is what it is. On that note, dog, let's get ready to get up out of here.
This week too, NFL draft.
Yeah, so we'll come back and talk about that after the draft. You know what we thought.
A lot of quarterbacks going too. You got
I mean, Caleb is a quarterback talk.
Number one.
And your boy Daniel's from LSU, right?
Yeah, Jaden Daniels. He should be going to Washington, maybe. But then they're high on J.J. McCarthy. I just don't understand.
Where do you think Penix Jr. gonna go?
They have questions about him right now because of the injuries he had in college.
Yeah,
back in the day. So I still think he'll go in the first round. Somebody take a shot with him. I don't know where he will go because everybody's high on J.J. McCarthy for no reason. He didn't have the numbers at Michigan.
Sure didn't.
I don't understand it. They're looking for that great white hype. I'm just telling you.
I'm not really that excited about this draft for some reason. I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what Caleb gonna do on the next level, but I'm just not really that excited about this draft for some reason.
Well, I'm a Cowboys fan, and all I heard is Jerry say we're all in, and I ain't seen him do anything yet except bring in some Rudy Poots from other teams and no names yet. So I don't know what we're gonna do.
Man, Cowboys are on their way back downhill. They'll win 10 games this year. They'll win. They still got a good enough offensive core and some defenders. You know, they'll get 10 games. They'll be 10-7.
But when Jerry says we're all in, that makes it even worse because now everybody's saying to me, "Oh, the Cowboys are all in," and they've done nothing during the offseason. And they got to make a move in the draft over the weekend.
Right. All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get up out of here. I Hate the Homies podcast, episode number 96, which is not the number of Richard Dent that Griff said.
How does he get these numbers wrong, man?
95. But Rock Tease is who I be.
It's your boy Supa Dave, but we come on every freaking week, and he has a week to get the numbers.
That's
a week.
Doggone shame, man.
But guess what, y'all?
We don't care. Continue to tell a friend, man. Thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe, download, all that good stuff. We'll see y'all next time. I Hate the Homies. Deuces.